What are you?
Yeah, Drew Clayborn.
Well, I designed cake.
So that's Stacy. You're gonna help us. Yeah. So that's Stacy. I just know Stacy.
Cameron.
So
Say it again.
Diallo. Jared.
Dominic and Jerry.
So, so any questions you guys have for me pertaining to the industry, what it takes, it just it don't have to be fast. If it is, that's cool. That's what my purpose is. What I want you guys to understand today is that
I just thought, hey,
it's going to take you.
I want to be an archaeologist. I want to major in archaeology, but I can't do that in 2 years college. So 2 years, after I do my 2 years in Sinclair, I want to be right state and major in archaeology.
I don't know what I want to do in life. I'm a junior and I'm just stressed out because I don't know what it's getting close to that time. I don't know what I want to do in life, and I don't know. I need to figure out something because time is ticking.
Say this. You don't have to be stressed out. Because once you understand that you were created for a reason, you were created for a purpose, and all you have to do is seek and find that, there's just not stress involved. Stress is because you're putting expectations of others on you. And you're believing what they say that you should do. Or you've heard what's the possibility out there. That's not the truth. Everybody was born for a purpose. Everybody was born for a reason. You got a gift inside of you that will lead you to what you're supposed to do in life. Stress is not going to help you solve your issue. Stress is only going to cloud your vision. But you must take the time out to say, okay, what's your name? Khadijah. You must say, okay, Khadijah, what do I like? What do I love? What bothers me? What bothers me to the point I want to do something about it? You know, what is inside of me that I know that I can do that nobody is having to teach me? And then you begin to see little clues that's been in your life since you were born. And you begin to look over your life and you begin to see that. See, I would have got this understanding as a child. I just got this a few years ago. But now I realize that life has an order. That life was created to go from A to B, B to C, C to D, E to D. But in that, there's all the resources that you need to get to each level. That's just like, okay, you're a junior now, right? When you were a freshman, you didn't have the knowledge of how to pass classes as a junior. So you had to learn in everything. You had to get all the knowledge and the wisdom and the tests and the studying that you had to do as a freshman to be able to then go on to be a sophomore. But you see, it was a process to it. You learned everything that you were supposed to learn in that season, in that time, and then you went on to be a sophomore. When you became a sophomore, you only had the knowledge and the power of what you had as a freshman. But now when you went on to be a sophomore, you begin to get more knowledge and wisdom to now where you are as a junior. And it will continue to move like that as long as you're applying yourself. But you don't have to be stressed out in that to try to find it. It's just you need to find out what Khadijah is incredible at doing that nobody else in this room is incredible at doing. And I guarantee you have that in you. Everybody does. But you can't allow the opinions of other people to dictate that. You can't allow what your parents are saying, what your cousin is saying that you should do. Find what's in you that will lead you. It will, I promise, it will guide. I wouldn't be here if it weren't true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't true. So it's exact. It's immutable. It's infallible. It cannot fail. It cannot change. It is something that's in each and every individual. But you have to take the time out to love yourself. Spend quality time with yourself. It's great to have friends. It's great to be able to play video games. It's great to go do, but all of that are distractions right now. Because you are stressed out because you're spending so much time with other people that you ain't spending enough time with yourself to figure out what it is that you truly desire to do, what's in your heart. You were born with it. Nobody can put that inside of you but you. Somebody may be able to expose it, but nobody can put it inside you. It's already there. And that goes for everybody in this room. Spend quality time with yourself and learn yourself. You know what I mean? Take pride in you. You know what I mean? The reason why he's in here in a blazer, I'm in here in a shirt and tie, and we're dressed and she's dressed and the reason why is because we take pride in ourselves. We have to be presentable every single day of our lives because you never know who you will run into. Somebody may see you and be like, hey, young lady, what do you do? And they may sit down and have a conversation with you to change your life for the rest of your life. But if you're not presentable, if you're not looking the part, they may not ever stop you. This brother right here, like he said, he's from the projects. But I see him talk to more rich and wealthy white folks than I can imagine him ever doing because of the way he presents himself. And what's inside of him, he has a gift to be able to talk to people. He has a gift to be able to move people. Without a phenomenal Stanford or Harvard education, he's doing it because he was moved to. There's people out there who has that type of education who can't do what he do. So you have to understand that inside of each and every one of you is a gift, is a purpose, is a passion. You have to spend time with yourself, educate yourself. Listen to me when I say this. If y'all don't take nothing else from what I'm saying, read. When I say read, I mean read. Cut the TV off, cut them games off, read. Why? Because what it does is it educates your mind and enlightens you on the options out there. The reason why most people end up working a 9 to 5 after they go to college, the reason why they do that is because that's the options that they were given. The options that they were given, especially where I grew up, was either you're going to go to work, you're going to go to college, or you're going to sell dope. That was it. That was the only options we had. So people who end up selling dope, they thought that college and work wasn't enough for them. People who want to get a 9 to 5, they thought that college wasn't enough for them. And so that's what but they didn't know that there was more options out there. That's it. But when you educate yourself, when you read, I mean, when I say read, I mean read. Challenge yourself. It will only make you better. I promise you. Like I am creating a library in my home for how many books that I'm reading. I didn't have that. I had to look up 6-7 years removed from high school and realize that I haven't read one book. And that was a problem. The people out here who are successful in life, they are readers. They educate themselves. They have that knowledge. Why? Because all it's doing is creating more options. You're like, hold up, maybe I need to look into that and try that. Maybe, and then you'll begin to find out the things that you're moved about, the things that you love. I was going to school to be a doctor. That's what I thought when I was growing up as a kid. I want to be a doctor. When I got this, I'm looking at this AP biology like, man, I don't know none of this stuff. I was lost, but it didn't move me. You know what I mean? But I found out what moved me, and that was being able to speak and impact lives. So I'm telling you now, so y'all don't have to go through 10, 15 years of being lost. Educate yourself. Read. Man, pick up books. Read. There's going to be books that move you. It's not going to be the same books that move everybody else. But those books will guide you to another book. That will guide you to another book, and you begin to find out who you truly are. But when I say read. Again, when I say read. Again, when I say read, say it with me. 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 Read, you hear me? Because I'm telling you, it's going to take you to another place in life. The education, this is not the only education, high school and college. That's not it. Everybody who's truly successful in life, they took their own personal study and they began to educate themselves. This brother here, he didn't know nothing about, he didn't go to school for fashion. He began to educate himself, put himself around the right people. They began to educate him. He began to read books, and that's why he's successful. And that's what you have to understand. Like, you have to take your own personal time and your own study and read, educate yourself. And I can't stop saying the word read, because I remember somebody told me when I was in high school, like, man, Drew, if the only thing if I could have changed when I was in high school is I would have read more. I heard it, but I did not apply it. And I look back and wish that I would have applied it. That I wish I would have been challenging myself by the time I was done with high school, that I read over 10, 15, maybe 20 books. Why? Because I guarantee you it will make you a better individual. It'll make you be able to speak and articulate your words the way that you desire to. I guarantee it will make you better beyond what you can sit here and imagine right now at 16, 17, and 18. What you can imagine right now. You're like, man, Reed, I know I read this. No, listen to me. There are books out there that will educate you on how to think, on how to be, on how to find your purpose, on what it is that you're supposed to be doing in life. And when I say read, I mean it with all my heart. Read. Matter of fact, I'm going to give y'all a book. Write this down. I need everybody to write this down. Okay, if y'all doing it in the pen, you know what I mean, in y'all's phones, what have you. I'm going to give y'all one book that I want everybody to go purchase. If you can ask for a $150 pair of tennis shoes, you can ask for a $20 book. This book is called Instinct. Instinct by Bishop T.D. Jakes. The title is called Instinct. It's by Bishop T.D. Jakes. Again, the title is called Instinct by Bishop T.D. Jakes. You can get it at Walmart, Target, Barnes & Nobles, it don't matter. When I say pick this book up, I guarantee whoever picks this book up and reads this book or go on to be successful. Whoever does not will not. I promise.
Y'all might want to put it in y'all phones. I know it's 2015, so technology has changed. You might lose that piece of paper. So, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just real. But the reason why, and I thank Drew for saying that because it slowed me down. But the reason why I get so passionate about what I do, because I care about y'all. You know what I mean? The reason why I talk about y'all parents, I care about y'all parents. And I know, I can tell, man, because I've seen it. I've seen greatness. I've seen what it looks like. So I'm trying to articulate like this man is articulating that it's out here. And